Righty, right. So with that, let's make sure we do this first. Info. Mark 1. I'll copy and paste that, open that. And my next thing there we go. And then another guy I'm going to check is right. This basically I'm having to re-record this. I've gone to a backup, so I did have the stuff. But this piece of for some stupid reason down below go back down here when no I'm not I am going and take the end and actually on that. Still have battery power. Okay. Now can I do anything? Yes, I can. Right. My rotation thing has to work. Beacon's going to be there live, so beacon be turned off, but we wrote name rover Mark 1, and my antenna be rover Mark 1. Right, now we have broadcast to about 10 kilometers. How much battery use have got? Fully depleted in 21 hours. So what don't I need powered at the moment? I don't need my connector powered. So that will save a little bit of battery, and it's just my thing that's going on. Right, that is good. All is dandy. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump whatever I've got on me into my gained it. It's already had that, I'm not too sure, I can't remember. And iron 2. We started mining iron 1 last episode, I believe, and we found coal bowl, I think. And then I think it went from there really. I'm going to move my mic over towards me, there we go. I do apologise if that's magnesium. I know that is. I discovered that last episode. Sorry, last recording, last attempt. I want to try to build like something like an elevator or something that goes from there down, so I can start using the rover. stone. It rolls down towards magnesium, but
Inventory full.
yeah, it runs down to there, which is how I found that magnesium. Yeah, magnesium. And then I see coloured ground over here. Let's have a look at what this is. Ah, look at that, more cobalt and iron. See, this should be good because cobalt 3 and iron. That should be good because the underground iron deposits are normally quite large, so we don't need to worry about running out of those rocks. So if we mine up the rest of those rocks, say if we go back to mining iron 1, mine up the rest of that, then do 2 and when we gradually use 2 and 3, and then once we've done all that, we start going to the underground. We get things like the cobalt and that, which we need for storage containers anyway. Yeah, the room's still there, thankfully. But hopefully, once we've chewed up those deposits 2 and 3 and the rest of 1 of iron, we should have some sort of way of getting this rover down towards the bottom. Whether it just starts off being like a gradual slope and we work out from there, because I reckon we're going to have to do a lot of digging. Because I eventually, what I want to do is I want to make a big rover that can store 2 or 3 of these, and then have this world go onto a server and have you guys publicly accessible to join it, because there would be no point in me opening a server and restarting all my process again. I know it seems a little bit unfair me getting the head start by doing the series, but it is what it is. So I figured out something. I've just thought, I've got this world to delete unpowered grids. So thank God for those thingies and solar panels. I was actually thinking, do I switch to solar panel sides? Because right now they're being blocked by the they're not really being blocked. What are they getting? Well, they get nothing apparently. Wait, why are they 3 yellow dots? Oh, the sun's above them. Okay, that might be why. So what I want to do this episode, get all of this covered. Get this half of the base covered and some of the supports structured, because what ended up happening last episode, which scared the life out of me, I had a lightning strike just happen here. Now if you look, you can see one of the blocks still missing. If it had gone 2 blocks over, it would have hit maybe 2 of these pillars, and I would have lost 2 of my power sources, and maybe my solar panel as well, depending on how damaging they are. But honestly, we can't really afford to lose much, especially this early on. I'm sure that if I did lose something, it would be a quick and speedy recovery, unless it was something like the rover. If I was to lose something like the assembler, for example, I still have the medkit, which for some reason I keep finding a bunch of spare medical supplies wherever they are. I think they might be in the rover. Let me have a look. Seeds. Oh no, apparently not. Apparently I don't have extra medical supplies. Oh, I thought I did. But now we've got those being created, let's get rid of them. Right, as well, right. Is it now? Cease to crouch for some reason.
Inventory full.
Oh, my inventory's full. Looks like we got quite a fair amount of control, well, which is a very good thing actually. I think they're quite expensive to make, I'm not too sure. how are we doing for iron as well? Did we have enough to do so that? Oh no, it was that. It was the basic template too. We do not have enough, which is slightly concerning considering I got a whole stack earlier. Right. Okay then. If let's go back to iron 1. Where's iron 1? Iron. What's our thingy at? 70. Let's fill it up real quick. I know for a fact we have ice. Wait, did I even put the O2 gen? Yeah, I did put the O2 gen back on. How much ice? Oh god, we might need some more ice. All we'll do is we'll grab this, then grab an inventory of ice and finish off this. Oh god, lightning. This is why I kind of want to build something underground, because if something was to sort of go kaboom, then we might be able to not take damage, because I'm not too sure how the lightning physics work on Space Engineers yet, because I haven't really played much since they added the weather. I think I checked that one before, but I couldn't find anything. Well, I haven't really played much of Space Engineers since they added the original furniture DLC, I think it was, or whatever. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's just
Inventory full.
I love the fact you can actually see the other planets now. Just makes you wonder, are they still like really far away? Because they don't look it. I know they added a few more planets, but I didn't think they were that close. Or should I say, that huge. Oh, you can see like a little one behind that one over there. Yeah, it's like a little speck. Yeah. What about? So I just saw something in that direction, planet-wise. I'll just go grab that. Unknown signal in a second. That only made about 300. Yeah, we're going to need to do about. Well, we're going to need to do a fair amount of roads. I'm going to take the wrong way. Looks like I haven't explored this area as well because I don't see any GPS systems. Because there might be nothing over it. Oh, you're not one that turns by. Oh, I've got this back. Oh, not that. Space Predators. Oh, I don't. Be nice to sort of try light up the area. I don't know if the lightning rods are a thing as well to sort of, because if they are, then we can use the lightning rods to be put on the spotlight towers, so then the base doesn't have, quite as big as the chance to be struck by lightning, so to say. Right. Now we've got all those parts. 34. Oh, I said 300 computers out. I was like, Jesus. Right, okay. So steel plates wise, how are we doing? Right. Let's try to get some of these walls built. We start on the roof first. So we've just done 8. How many plates? Okay, so might not need as many as I expected. I am. Right, so that is part of it done, at least. First of all, let's protect the most important part. Okay, we need more steel plates. Ooh, whoopsie daisies. We can access it from here. Cargo container. We'll chuck everything in there then. I forgot I built that. You have one of those, you don't have any of those, you have those and those, and you have those, but you don't have any of those. Nice. That should be everything. Yeah, that is everything. Alright, okie dokie. So, 500 done about half, so yeah, I was, like, almost right about that. Right, oh, we've gone up to 3 bars now. I wonder. This is going to be a little bit cheeky. That's right, we've still got some stupidly strong suspension. Go into that menu, go to my connector, toggle it. I'll go right. If I click park and have one of my batteries set to right, if I turn you off and then I set you to recharge, so then hopefully by the Lord of me you won't lose any power. That's right, no, you're not getting anything. So yeah, so I'm thinking, should I move these over here? Because, well, sun gets, yeah. Only problem, if I move them down here, they won't be effective on this side, but the higher up they are, the less they've got in the way. I think I'll leave them that side, it will save some work. While that's doing that, right, what I'm going to do, how much more iron do I need? Production, basic. So I still need I need 3 more runs of iron, which is something I'm not really looking forward to. If I go for number 2, can I just keep you on for auto? You're going down. That battery is going up. It should be fine. I hope. We go to that area. I just realised ice is this up here anyway, isn't it? I think. I can't remember. I'm surprised I haven't seen any like what do you call it? Player areas as like NPC spawns. Like Space Pirates, like I don't know whether it was the servers I played on or what, or but like the servers I used to play on, like you always used to get attacked by Space Pirates, like the V Hunter and whatnot. I remember because like the V Hunter was like a small good ship that I ended up stealing a small grid ship from them and turning it into a large grid ship. So I was the only player on that server that had a large grid V Hunter, and the V Hunters were a small ship, but they were so overpowered. Like they had some voodoo magic on them. Like, I'm not even kidding. Honestly, like that I ended up because it was like my main form, other than because I didn't know how to build rovers then, so hydro ships, hydrogen crusher ships were like the main way of getting around. And when I turned the V Hunter small grid, which was originally a hydrogen ship, into a large grid, I replaced the small hydrogen tanks, which was a mod at the time, into large grid. So, you know, I'll have to like, if I remember, I'll insert some photos like if I can find any. But yeah, it was just an amazing ship. Right, basic refinery there. Right, where can one man get some ice? Some ice, 30 kilometers, I hope, flipping not. Friends is how you get ice. Now what I am going to do, I have any blocks on me? I do have some. So if I think it's G, yeah, it's G. I'm still getting used to all these controls because I did sort of stop playing for a week because I was just doing other more important things. Right, okie dokie. Right, so if I put the ice into, why do you have, oh you have stone, yeah, sorry, we had something else than you then. O2H2, there we go, and that should keep us for a while. You can have the stone, I want this refilled, if you wouldn't mind. You are still getting rid of, no, you're not stone, you're not getting any iron. And can I make a hydrogen tank? So it must be a normal thing then. Right. That little thing there. Okay. That was basically there so I identify the hole in the ground, because I have a tendency in like just casual playing. I'll dig a hole to go down to an ore that I need like just for one-time use that will last me a while. because I'm hoping that will last me at least 10 to 20 bottle fills. Maybe 10, not 20. 20 is a bit extreme, but where I won't use that solidly unless I get a hydrogen tank, which is what I plan to do next episode, and maybe start producing a replica of the V-Hunter or a hydrogen-based ship. Well, you can sort of work out from there. My ice to be filling my ship. Right, that's all that done. Because if I could get a hydrogen tank, I could just land and have it refill, and it'll take 2 seconds. I might not build it as soon as next episode, because I feel like we need to work on getting the rover down like this first. Which, to be fair, I might record and speed in and put at the end of this video, because that's gonna take all day, and I don't feel like that is gonna be worth an episode unless I upload it as like Mark 2 video, episode 2 part 2, which no one will watch because it is just me mining a hill out. Connected to basic refinery. And let's go get 2 more little hunts, because that way I think we might need 1.5, and then we'll have the extra laying around, sort of. To be fair, like what I'm sort of thinking at the moment, if I was to build, like, the thing is, if I was to build it out of steel plates, it would be a waste of materials and take a long time to get, because if you look at how long the 1,000 has taken me to get, it's been almost 30 minutes, me just reinforcing the base. You know, imagine me having to build something from the top up there, all with like steel platforms all the way down. It would probably come up to about, gee, I don't even know what it would come out with, to be honest. But the hill on the other side, I was thinking of like using that to my advantage, because I can tail down that hill and not really worry, if that makes sense, because I know I can tail down that hill, and then if I feel like that part, it's like a 2-second job. It will just be like me going down slowly and just sort of
Inventory
being like,
full.
oh, that needs to be flattened a little bit. I personally wish you could get a flattening tool, so like you could like pat ground down instead of having having loads of lumps everywhere. But I feel like that would cause too many issues, like with like terraformed land, and because like this game is glitched enough as it is. Like, as nice as the game is, it is glitched as hell. And also the fact that if I do build that massive ramp down, I would probably build it at a 45-degree angle with a slant to the left. It wouldn't be flat straight. Basic refinery production, assembler, how much that might be the last one we need. Alright, let's see how our little rover's doing. One has 3 on it. So what I'm gonna do, battery, recharge, auto. You can say that where you are. And dude, I expected this to go down to 1, to be honest with you, but to be fair, that might be because I'm using the refinery and the assembler at the same time. Right, while we're waiting for that to do, what am I gonna get from there? Is that it? Jesus Christ, that is not worth it. I know I'm not getting the thingies, that's why it's not worth it. Right, I am actually going to disconnect my rover from that, because I do not want my base to be running like that. Nice. Right. Right, nice. So it goes to 100. Right, then we want that one. If I build that one there, then we can just build. What did I just place? I didn't place another one of these, did I? I don't know. I can't see anything. That's good. I know I also need some. One block either way. We'll just get this. I need more components. Nice. Not you. You. Ah, we need one more set of. Damn it. I can't remember where I was doing it. I think it was here, but can we leave that? No. Oh, we can't really do it. One. Right. Must have done this to both up there. How much? Oh, that's perfect, that. We just need one on the back of here to thingy it, and then we've practically almost done. Right, if I dump everything we did use back into here, right, let's go get that unknown signal, which doesn't seem too far away. Let's go down over here. Oh, he's still landing as well. Sweet. Oh, it's not one that's going to run away as well, which is amazing. Medkits. We were talking about those earlier. Oh, I was. So I thought I had some spare ones laying around. Ah, really? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, look at that skill. Give me something slime. Nope. I'm after like slime here. Don't worry about this a little bit. Maybe how many shield plates do I have? 19. Right, now that's done. Ooh. No. See, this is what I mean. If we had like the brown like flattener, this is the shit that would happen. That's what I'm thinking. Oops. The thing is if I start from the lowest point, it's going to be too steep. But if I start from a too higher point, it's going to take far too long. Unless I literally create a hydrogen-based ship that can hold my rover. Because all the rover is being used for is to transport ore. Like, that is all it would be used for. Unless I create some piston weird crap. The thing is, I know that'll go wrong. Right, real quick before we put everything away. Do that. Nice, right. How do we want to do a door for this? I feel like that, because then that gives more protective area for that. My supply kit. That's gone back up to 3 real fast. I might be able to put both these onto recharge. The decisions that are being made. And also, that's not airtight either. You can see right through. Wait, is it? I don't know, is it? I know it doesn't really matter about it being airtight, but could we put that there? Well, we have definitely made progress. That is all I really care about. We've made progress. I am going to sort of scout around and look for areas where we can try to implement something. Because, like, we could... See, we don't want it to be any steeper than what this is now. But then the problem is it's just a sheer drop. Unless we create... I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get down. Unless we do create an elevator. Which I've had no experience before. I will say now. You know what we could do? We could put a drill on the front of the rover and make use of the cargo storage. I feel like that's a really bad idea though. Yeah. Do not know, because I mean, if we did place a drill on the front, it wouldn't really affect it. It's just it wouldn't do too good of a job, because where the wheel span is from this side to this side, the drill would probably only get to about where my crosshair is now. So we would have to like keep backing up and forth and whatnot, and it'll probably end up not looking that great. I will have a look and post something in the forums to see what people say, because I kind of want it to be an episode, not something I do off camera. So I feel like it would have to be one episode of getting resources and one episode of building an elevator. I feel like an elevator is the way to go, basically. I feel like that's what everyone's going to say. So we are going to need hella pistons. And another problem being is where I've built right in the damn middle. Well, I haven't really built right in the damn middle, to be fair. I could probably work something out. Possibly that way if it looks shorter. But then you've got all the jagged cliffs. I will look at building something underground to do with, like, because we need to fill this in. Anyway, we need to cover this, and then we can probably have some weird crap underground that connects the two grids together. Or we could just build a second base altogether, but then I feel like it's too early for that. I shall have a think, but I will upload this now, and then I'll start working on the third episode literally in a few minutes after I've done some research. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think I should do in the comments. I might leave it a day. I might do the third episode now where I just smash out getting resources. Might do a 2-hour video of me just smashing out getting resources and like speed it up to be like a 30-minute segment. Because although most of today's episode has been getting resources, we have done like little other things like build all this, which took about 10 minutes, and messing around with the rover, the battery, etc, etc. But I'm feeling happy and confident that we are making decent progress, because we've got a protected spawn area, and we've got the work we've made so far is protected, sort of, except for the rover. But to be fair, we're not really using the rover for anything at the moment. But what I might do is I might do some test runs on how much a rover can carry with the ice, which should be interesting. See how much ice I can carry and whatnot. Get some magnesium, some silicone going. It's a shame there isn't any iron up here. It's the only issue. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think I should do for getting my rover down, other than trying to build like a big ship, because I'm still not the greatest at building ships, especially atmospheric thruster ships. That could work. We could have a platform on, so we could have like 3x3 platform. Well, actually, we can have like something like this little area. So this is a. So if we do a 5x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we do a 6x6 grid, we can have 4 large thrusters on each side, and on this side we can have like 2 thrusters like to go. And I'll have to think about it and see how much it would cost, because I think large atmospheric thrusters are quite expensive. Let me just check. Oh, I can't even build them yet, can I? I can build them, I must just go over. Yeah, large. Yeah, that's going to be the problem. The metal grids, large steel tubes, is going to come quite expensive. What about you? It's not even discounted. Unless we used a bunch of small ones. But then by the time we've used the metal grids, the large steel tubes, we get twice as much power from using that. I shall have to see. Oh, we don't need those anymore. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments below. But yeah, next episode will be me getting resources. So make sure you tune in for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.